I don't know about all you, but if you ask me, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's the best in the series. It's got literally every character ever, plus way more, assloads of stages and music, and if you're dead set on it, you could even use a friggin' GameCube controller. The reason Smash Ultimate went all out's probably because the series' father, Masahiro the Big Red Machine Sakurai, was sick of damn near killing himself making these games, only for the community to nitpick the hell out of his work. So to prevent people from finding reasons to prefer one of the older games, Sakurai decided to give everybody everything ever, to the point where Ultimate would be the undisputed champion. After all, if there was something you liked about one of the older games, then they brought it back for this one, so what now, dingus? Well, even though I think Nintendo really outdid themselves this time, there are still some nitpicks that could be made if you're trying to be a weenie about it. And you know what, seeing as how being a ween's kind of in the description of this new job I just got hired for, I think my first order of business is gonna be to find everything that's missing in Smash Ultimate that the other games had. So sit back in your daily motion viewing chair, lie to your kids about why you came home at 2 in the morning smelling like milk, press the subscribe button if you haven't already, and allow me, the world's most average T-ball player, CameronAllOneWord, to tell you 10 things old Smash Bros. Games had that prevent Ultimate from being, well, Ultimate. Number 1. Subspace Emissary. Well, I guess we might as well go ahead and get the most popular thing out of the way first. I don't think it's any secret that Smash Bros. Fans hate Brawl to the point where the game had to be put into the Witness Protection Program. And even then, one of the FBI agents in charge of the operation who was a big Melee fan ended up giving the game a wedgie for good measure. But one thing everybody seems to love about that game is the Subspace Emissary, which was basically a story mode where you go through stages fighting a bunch of weak enemies before spraying a can of the ass whip all over a stronger enemy in the end. The gameplay was pretty cool and everything, but the best part about this was seeing characters from all these different franchises interacting with each other. And that only makes the fact that a similar mode didn't reappear in Ultimate feel like a huge missed opportunity. I mean, it is kinda cool to see fighters from all these different franchises interact with each other within the game, but if you've already got the license to use all these different characters, then why wouldn't you have them interact with each other a little more? To be fair, there is the World of Light mode, which is kind of fun, but it's really more busy work than anything else, whereas Subspace mode had me looking forward to making progress. Apparently, Uncle Saki got rid of Subspace because people leaked the cutscenes online. But to be honest, I have no idea in hell why that would even bother him, because it's not like anybody who wanted to buy Brawl opted against it because they saw the cutscenes on YouTube. I mean, it's really not at all what the game was supposed to be built around, it was just considered a really nice bonus. And if it was able to make such a hated game like Brawl that much better, then imagine what it could have done for a universally praised game like Ultimate. That's right. It would have made it Ultimate. Number 2. Snake's Codec calls. Yet another amazing feature Brawl had that the other games in the series didn't, so you might want to think twice about bullying it next time. If you're playing as Snake and take the batteries out of your Wii remote and hide them in your dad's pill collection, you can trigger codec calls at the beginning of matches where Snake gets information from his allies. And the unique dialogue for every character and conversations that ensue are highly entertaining. This is another example of how Smash Bros. Could be so much better by having all these unique characters interacting with each other outside of battle. But even though Konami and Snake's voice actor David Hayter might be willing to work together again, it's highly unlikely that all the parties involved would go through all the trouble of writing and recording all the dialogue, because let's face it, hiring writers and voice actors from multiple languages costs money, and it probably wouldn't even lead to one more copy of the game being sold. Still though, it's kind of a shame we're never going to see this Easter egg again though. Number 3. Online taunts. As if it wasn't bad enough we can't verbally taunt our opponents via voice chat, Nintendo won't even let us use the taunts that are actually in the game. Yeah, they let us use them locally, but what good are taunts if I can't even use them without getting my ass kicked in real life? Come on, Saki. Number 4. Board the platforms. To be honest, I'm not even that big a fan of Board the Platforms, and seeing as how it hasn't even been a thing in forever, I don't think I'm in the minority. But you know what? It's still missing from Smash Ultimate, and if you really want to leave no stone unturned, then you're gonna have to bring this feature back to shut those 1 or 2 people up out there who swear Smash 64 is the best because of it. Like I said, I don't even think it'd be that great. However, one extremely small flaw to Ultimate's the fact that it could have a little bit more variety in its single-player content. It might not be worth making 82 separate stages, but it is still something that's missing. Number 5. Break the targets. Basically everything I said about Board the Platforms applies here, except Target Smash, Target Test, or whatever you want to call it's way more fun. Number 6. 17 stages. Smash Ultimate has way more than enough stages, and I'd even say it picked the best ones possible. But out of the 17 that weren't brought back for Ultimate, some of them were actually pretty fun, like Poke Floats and Flat Zone. Number 7. Music. With well over 800 songs, you might call me a buttwagon to suggest that Smash Ultimate's lacking in the music department. But even though it's definitely got the highest quality and quantity of music in the series, there are some key songs missing like the Wind Waker Ocean theme and a lot of other tracks. Sure, some of the cut songs don't even make sense for a fighting game, but it'd still be nice to have all the songs return. I mean, it is just a matter of copy and pasting after all. It was probably a nightmare to fit such a massive Switch game onto such a small cartridge, and I do get that. But seeing as how a lot of the game's updates are pretty essential anyway, it'd be cool if they'd at least let us download the royalty-free first-party songs. Number 8. Smash Run. Developing Smash 4 is probably even worse than being married to my wife Chili, because not only was the game being made for the Wii U and the 3DS, but it was also decided that there had to be differences between the two versions. Smash on the Wii U was obviously the better version, seeing as how it was on a home console. However, Smash on the 3DS was still worth getting even if you owned a Wii U. You might be asking, what could have made Smash on the 3DS stand out that the Wii U didn't have, let alone the Switch? Well, Street Smash, but the Switch doesn't have the Street Pass feature, and I know the whole point of this video is to be a dick, but even I'm not that big of a weenie. However, aside from Street Smash though, it also had Smash Run, which is kinda like Subspace Emissary without the fun character interactions. Seeing as how this is kind of a watered-down Subspace mode, you might argue that it shouldn't even be on the list. I mean, it would be kinda dumb if Ultimate had both after all. But if nothing else, I'll take any chance I could get to remind Sakurai that Subspace Emissary was one of the best single-player modes in Smash history. Number 9. Trophies. Yeah, spirits are probably better for fitting more character references into the game, but at the end of the day, trophies were still better. Or, you know, at the very least, something that's missing from Ultimate anyway. All you could really do with the boring-ass spirits is look at them, whereas trophies have full 3D models made with short descriptions to go alongside them. I know you could use spirits for battles and all that, but meh, outside of the World of Light, I wouldn't be caught dead using them. If Smash development were left in my dirty-ass hands for whatever reason, then I'd probably try to find a middle ground by keeping spirits in their 2D images so we could get more characters in the game. But I would make sure they all had descriptions to go alongside them. Sure, typing over 1,000 descriptions out in multiple different languages would be a lot of work, but like, it wouldn't be that much work. Honestly, if Nintendo asked me, I swear to God I'd be willing to do it all by myself for free over the span of like a week or something. And not only would I do it for free, but I wouldn't even try to sneak that many fart jokes in there either. So if my wacky pack eating ass is willing to do it for free, I'm sure Nintendo can make it happen themselves pretty easily. Number 10. The speed of Melee. After about 10 hours of playing Smash Ultimate, I was pretty convinced that Melee fans would admit that their game was finally topped. But apparently, Ultimate's just an ass hair too slow for their liking. Although, from what I could tell, most of the Melee community still thinks Ultimate was a pretty good compromise between casual and competitive play. Outside of the occasional random online battle, I'm not really competitive enough to be the judge of that, so I'm just gonna have to take everyone's word for it and assume they're not being nostalgic. Which I honestly don't think, by the way. But from everything I gathered, both games seem to be about the same speed initially. However, once you get good at both of them, Melee flows a lot better and feels faster. So for that reason, Smash Ultimate will never be Ultimate to a good chunk of the Smash fan base. But anyway, what do you think, though? Are people stupid butt-asses for complaining about anything on this list? Would any of the things I mentioned be a nice bonus? Do you think any of them are essential? Or was there anything I missed? Either way, let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll try my goddamnedest to respond to everybody. But let me tell you, if there's two people who are above and beyond Ultimate, then it would definitely be today's patrons of the day, Dojin Shinji and Waluwaifu. If you want to be badasses like these two, then consider supporting FU Game Crew on Patreon for loot boxes in the mail and other wacky rewards. And if you want to make a cameo, then send pictures or videos of you rocking any FU Game Crew merch like these legendary human beings you see before you. As always, like and share this video anywhere on the internet to help this channel grow. And if you want to prove that you're not down with registered sex offenders, then go ahead and press the subscribe button if you haven't already. My name's CameronAllOneWord, and I'll be back with more videos soon.
So I want to say thank you to your loyalty, thank you for your support.